Hi, now let's take a look at question 6. Over here we have a plant with 2 cuts made to it. So what we can see is that this question is testing us on the transport in plants. So what is important about transport in plants is that students must know that there are 2 different types of tubes that transports different substances through the plant. So the first one is the water carrying tubes, which transports water and mineral salts, while the other is the food carrying tube, which transports food through the plant. Now with that in mind, let's take a look at the cross-section view over here. What we notice is that there is an outer set of tubes and an inner set of tubes. So I'm going to shade the inner set of tubes blue so it helps us to visualize better. Now, we must be able to identify whether the food or water carrying tubes are found on the inside or the outside. So a common acronym that students use is what we call WIFO. So what does WIFO stand for? It actually stands for water inside and food outside. So this actually means that the water carrying tubes are found on the inside. So the inner sets of tubes that are shaded blue are the water carrying tube. And by food outside, we mean that the food carrying tubes are found on the outside. So over here, the unshaded sets of tubes are the food carrying tubes. So let's take a closer look at this setup. We notice that there are 2 different kind of cuts being made. What does it mean when a 1 cm outer ring of the stem was removed? This means that only the outer set of tubes were removed. So what does it tell us? It tells us that the food carrying tube has been removed. Let's write it down. Food carrying tube removed. But what happens when a 2 cm cut was made to the plant? We can see that when the 2 cm outer ring of the stem was removed, both the food and water carrying tube was removed. So let's write it down. Both food and water carrying tube removed. So what is so important about removing these tubes? So imagine if I removed the food carrying tube. What it means is that food will not be able to be transported past the cut where food carrying tube was removed. With that in mind, let's take a look at the setup over here. So the plant was placed in a pot of red colored water. Is the plant able to absorb this red colored water? The answer is yes, it is able to absorb the red colored water because roots are present. So what happens is that water absorbed will then be transported upwards and it will be going towards the 1 cm cut over here. So at the 1 cm cut, we have identified that only the food carrying tube was removed. Is the water able to be transported past the 1 cm cut to reach part Y? The answer is yes, because over here water carrying tubes are still intact. Water can be transported past the 1 cm cut to reach part Y. So at part Y, what should my observation be? I will be able to notice red stains at the water carrying tube. So let's take a look at our options over here for part Y. We notice that for the first one, there isn't any red stains. So is that what we're looking for? The answer is no. Now, let's look at the second option. We notice that there are red stains and they are found on the inner set of tubes, and that is the water carrying tubes. So is that what we're looking for? Yes, it is. Third option is the same as the second option. And now for the last option, we notice that not only are there red stains on the inner set of tubes, there are also red stains found on the food carrying tubes. Is that possible? The answer is no. What students must know is that the food and water carrying tubes will never intertwine or combine. So there should never be any red stains found on the food carrying tubes. So this is an incorrect option. So now let's continue back to the plant. After reaching part Y, water will be transported upwards once again and it will reach the 2 cm cut. Now in this case, we know that at the 2 cm cut, both the food and water carrying tube was removed. will water be able to flow past the cut to reach X? Students will tell me, no, they will not be able to transport water past the 2 cm cut to reach X. In that case, will I observe any red stains at part X? We will not observe any red stains at part X. So let's take a look at the observations over here. So for option 1, no red stains is a possible option, but because the observation at Y is incorrect, option 1 is not applicable. Now what about option 2? There are red stains found on the food carrying tubes. Is that what we're looking for? That is not what we're looking for. So let's put a cross. Now for option 3, no red stains on both tubes. Is that what we're looking for? Yes, it is. And finally, red stains on both the food and water carrying tube. As mentioned earlier, this would be incorrect because the 2 tubes will never combine. So in this case, what would our correct option be? It will be option 3. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video useful, do give us a thumbs up. If you want to check out the other videos we have made, do click on the links on the right hand side. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!